Hello, friend, and thanks for joining me. I'm Reverend Anna, the Senior Minister of Unity of Austin, and I want to share some thoughts with you as we come upon this Pentecost Sunday on the idea of the power to be a force for good. We find this in the book of Acts 1, verse 8. Jesus is telling his disciples as he's getting ready to ascend. He says, "But you will receive power when the Holy Spirit has come upon you. And you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem, in all Judea and Samaria, and to the ends of the earth." And this from Alice Walker, the internationally celebrated American writer, poet, and activist. She writes, "The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any." When you want something to be different in life, what do? Our go-to is oftentimes trying to change people, places, or things that we don't like. We may work hard to convince people to be different or to force some circumstance to bend to our will. Does it work? Usually not. We get irritable and discouraged. The people around us wish we would stop, and nothing changes. That doesn't mean that everything is just fine the way it was. It simply means that we are applying our power in the wrong direction. The power to be a force for good is found within. No matter how horrific a situation is, when we pause to reflect on our own feelings and attitudes toward it, we're on the road to exercising our true power, our Christ power. Rather than rushing into the emotional fray with a flurry of impotent activity, we take a stand in our own shoes. We let go of fear and combativeness. We ask for spiritual guidance. The actions we take are then grounded in assurance, peace, harmony, and love. Fear is no longer dragging us around. We act with integrity. The results affect the change our souls desired, and it may or may not look like what our mind had envisioned. Jesus promised his disciples that they would be filled with power when the Holy Spirit came upon them. The Holy Spirit is God's action in our lives. The Holy Spirit coming upon us is our acceptance of the truth of that proactive power. God's power is not the power to dominate or destroy. It is the power to be a force for good. It is the power to know that no matter what, God just keeps on coming. It is the power to never give up on ourselves, nor on the goodness within every person and every aspect of creation. Friends, there's a lot to face in our world right now. Keep turning to the power of God within you. It is mighty. It is a force for good, and you are its hands, its feet, and its voice. God bless you in the love and the light of the risen Christ.